Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Msysavage. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to discuss how to make your CV look like money. You heard me. Now, before I get into it, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share, guys. So as you guys know, I've been in HR for a while now. I've done things from CV building, recruiting, vetting candidates, looking at CVs, looking at what I want to see in a CV, and also what hiring managers want to see in a CV, you know? So I've literally had the length of experience to tell you what I'm telling you right now. And I'm hoping the aim and objective of this video is honestly to help make your CV look like money, help you build confidence in your CV, and let that resonate. First things first, your CV. Why is it 17 pages? Till today, I still have to go through CVs that have got 7 pages, 8 pages. The worst I've seen is 13 pages. It doesn't need to be that long. It really doesn't. The first 2 pages already lets me know that you've got some kind of experience. It should let me know that. No more than the 3-page CV. After 3 pages, you've drowned me. If you haven't got experience, that's still fine. Just give good detail about the experience you're trying to build on. You understand? But for those who have been in certain roles, certain sectors, and you have a volume of experience, you really don't need to drown people in heavy explanation of every single role you've done. Discuss the most recent one. That's all you need to do. All the other ones, all you need to do is explain what you did, i.e. your title, the company, the location, and the duration. That's it. That's literally it. We know in order for you to be in your most recent job, you would have had experience in these other ones. If you're looking for that senior level, you really don't need to talk about the junior stuff. Just focus on the most recent. One thing I will just say is, when I say too wordy, I've come across CVs that give me too much detail. So for example, they'll be like, I struggled when I was doing projects because I didn't know who to talk to. I had to work with a team. My team was not always there. I don't need to know that. We really don't. Just give a good detail of, this is the targets. This is how I drove the targets. This is what I achieved. And don't be shy to use I. When I say I mean literally use the word I. I did this. I achieved this. Give yourself that recognition. Don't say we, because it makes the recruiters look like, so what did you do in this whole project? What were your targets? How did you drive the targets? How were you able to meet targets? And that's literally what we look for. So when I see someone like, oh, we did this, we, I immediately go left. Now, some of you will be thinking that's harsh, but it's the realities of life. There are times you can say, in my team, I did that. Or you can say, my team was given this target. My team was given this responsibility. I drove it to success by doing these things. It doesn't mean that you haven't worked in a team. It shows me that you worked in a team. But as you worked in a team, you're also doing all these other things. So you're independent. You're competent enough to do the job. That's what that tells me. Use I, don't be shy. Second point, personal summary. Guys, what's going on? Even till now, I still see CVs with no personal summaries. Every CV needs to have it. If you want to call it profile, if you want to call it personal summary, whatever you want to call it, it just needs to be there. Yeah? It needs to be there. Now, personal summary shouldn't be lengthy. I've seen some that are 10 lines, 20 lines. It doesn't need to be that lengthy. Maximum 5 lines. Make sure it has numbers in there, i.e. I've been in this role for 10 years, I've been in this role for 2 years, and I've been doing these things. I've worked on these budgets. If you've worked on budgets, if you haven't, it's fine. Just give a good detail of what you've done, i.e. working with systems, the stakeholders you've worked with. If you have international experience, A1, put it in there. Give as much good detail as you can and make sure it is punchy. When I say punchy, I mean things like self-starter, motivator, experienced, highly experienced. You need these kind of words that are gonna grab your reader. Show us that we need you. Your experience makes us need you. When I read a personal summary, sometimes I don't even go through the rest of the CV. I just read the personal summary. I see that they've worked with Microsoft Office, they're really good with Excel, they've saved this amount of money, they've worked on this kind of portfolio. It really is just that for me. Put your education in there. So you literally say, I am a BSc holder, I am a master's holder, I'm an MBA holder, or I finished from university, I finished from college, went straight into work experience. Show your success, show your succession. When I say your success, I mean what you've done and what you're trying to achieve. And if you haven't got anything associated with your field, i.e. for some people, for example, project managers, they do print too. Myself, CIPD. Now, when I didn't have a CIPD, why am I going to put it in there? I never said anything about my CIPD. I said I was working towards it. So how I do that is to let them know that I don't have it right now, but give me time, I'm going to get there. So what you can say is, if you are working towards it, you make it clear that currently working towards this qualification, hoping to achieve this by 2022 or 2023. I'm going to show you guys 2 examples of personal summaries. Yeah, I'll tell you which one I would take on, but let me know which one you will take on. First one. I'm a self-motivated creative copywriter with 5 years experience of marketing and advertising experience, specializing in digital content with a keen interest in social media. Second one. I am an experienced copywriter with 5 years experience of writing in the online marketing advertising sector. Have specialized in digital media for 1 year. I'll tell you which one I would go for. The first one. Why? Because the individual told me, self-motivated, punching words, 5 years experience. You've quantified how long you've been in this sector for. You've specialized, another punchy word. You've got digital content specialism. Boom. You told me that you are good at what you do because you said you specialize in this field. 5, you said you have a keen interest for social media. If I was a marketing individual looking for someone to come into my team, that the first person is who I'd go for, because they told me who they were in 4 lines. Now, the reason why I wouldn't go for the second one is because you only told me you worked here for 5 years. You've never told me your interest. You said you've done marketing and advertising. Okay, but you didn't tell me. You didn't sell it to me. This is about selling yourself. Your personal summary, you need to sell yourself to the highest. And you only have 25 words to say it in, literally 4 lines. Sell yourself in 4 lines. So 1, make sure you use punchy words, quantify it, put numbers in there. 3, sell yourself. Tell me why I should hire you. The only thing I would say about the first person's personal summary is that they used I would stay away from the word I when it comes to personal summary. Besides that, it was a really good one and it sold me on it. And I was keen to want to hear from that individual. Point number 3 and the final one, the first page, make sure your name is in bold and at the very top, make it big. Don't put your name in a little corner saying, don't do all of that. Your name, your LinkedIn. Make sure your LinkedIn details is in there. Yes. If you don't have a LinkedIn, create one. Have a LinkedIn profile. Leave that in there. Your email address and your number that you want to be contacted with. Don't put your address. Don't do that. Please don't do that. And don't put a profile picture unless it is required, i.e. you're a model. I don't know if that's how they do it. If you're doing an acting gig and you need to show your portfolio, then fine. But if your role doesn't require anything about your face, why is it in there? So point number 3, And my final point, the first page. Again, before your profile summary, you need to state who you are, your name. Put it in bold and largen it out. Yeah, make that the first thing so people know who you are. Yeah, you need to let them know who the hell you are. Secondly, you need to make sure any kind of picture is not in there. Why? Even till now, I still see pictures of people that I don't need. Why is it in there? If the job you're applying for has nothing to do with your face, why is it in there? You understand? It's no need. Any kind of picture, don't do that. And don't put your address. Guys, please, don't put your personal address. You don't need to do that. We're not gonna come to your house and give you the job there. You understand? So, address is not necessary. If you want, in terms of location, you can say you're in London or you're in France or wherever you are. I would say London, but even then I don't put my location. I really don't, because I don't see why you need to know where I am. If you're willing to relocate, put it in there. If you're not willing to relocate, you don't need to include. But it's just a really good thing to it's just really good for companies to know. Always put your LinkedIn profile details. So my LinkedIn is associated with my CV. If you don't have a LinkedIn, I suggest you create one. It is a really good platform to get recognized and to also be headhunted. Amazing platform for work growth. If you need assistance with how to make it look fancy, you can go on Word template. It has a lot of good CVs. I hope that was helpful. And I will continue to provide tips and tricks and how I can help you make your CV look like money. Okay? Now before I leave, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you guys.